Do you want your vocals to sound like this track with 1 billion plays?
Look what you made me do.
I'm Yek. By the end of this video, you'll be able to make your vocals Spotify ready, just like Sam Smith. I'll replicate Kevin Davis's official vocal chain for Sam Smith X Normani's song and test it on Taylor Swift's vocals.
Now we got problems, and I don't think we can solve.
You could trick the ear. Allow the ear to hear just a little bit and then take it away.
Let's go. First, we have auto-tune. With a retune speed between 35 to 20, depending on your vocals, this range is the sweet spot for the auto-tune plugin to achieve natural-sounding vocals. Also, set the Humanize feature to 20. Secondly, load the Waves Scheps 73 plugin. It gives the warm tube drive you'd expect from a vintage Neve 1073.
And the 1073 is sort of the best of them for tracking. It feels like the hardware to me. Sometimes I'll use it on vocal just for the shelf.
Boost a little bit of the high frequency, 3 decibels at 3K and 3 decibels at 220 Hertz. Make sure these phase buttons are on.
Oh, it's so sad too.
These are the exact settings that were used in the Sam Smith X Normani song. Note that you may need to adjust these according to your own vocals. Then add a Waves SSL channel. By the way, you can download this mixing template for your DAW via the link in the description. We set a low cut to 100 Hertz and a high cut to 10K. Here's an amazing trick that I haven't seen any mixing engineer use. While we high cut at 10K, we boost 3 decibels at 14K. It enables you to enhance high frequencies in a way that sounds more pleasant. We also add 3 decibels at 7K and another 3 decibels at 800 Hertz. You can join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Now, let's add a FabFilter Pro MB to control some high frequencies. But before that, let's hear Tony Maserati's philosophy on setting attack and release on multiband compressors, which is really insightful.
Hi, I'm Tony Maserati. You could trick the ear. If you allow the ear to hear just a little bit of a particular thing and then take it away, your ear will be totally satisfied and think it's a full frequency. So I can give the ear just a tiny bit of the attack and actually slow the release down so that it lasts for almost the rhythm of those bits.
So we set one band from 1K to 5K and another from 5K to 20K. We set the attack nearly fast to allow some frequencies to go through and set the release to medium to trick the ear, with a ratio of 2. We need a maximum of 2 to 3 decibels of gain reduction in each band.
Oh, it's so sad too.
I've replicated it with Waves C6 for those who might not own FabFilter in their templates, followed by a FabFilter Pro DS with the displayed settings. Note that we aim for a maximum of 6 decibels of reduction with this plugin.
Oh, it's so sad too.
You can use the Waves De-esser instead. It's very important to control sibilance carefully. If you take too much of it, your vocals will bury in the mix, and if you don't control it, it will ruin your mix. After that, we load Waves Rvox and aim for a maximum of 6 decibels of gain reduction. See more compression techniques in this video.
Oh, it's so sad too.
We're done with vocal inserts.
Oh, it's so sad too.
Let's jump into the send effects: reverb, delay, and stereo enhancement. Bus 1. Open a new bus and put in an EQ rolling off the high frequencies at 8K with a 36 dB slope, then add Soundtoys Little Plate Reverb. You can use the link in the description to download Soundtoys plugins with 30 days trials. Rolling off high frequencies before the reverb prevents the sibilances from standing in the way of vocals or from messing up the high end. We want 3 seconds of decay and a low cut to 400 Hertz. Applying a low cut prevents muddiness in the mid-range frequencies. Let's listen. Bus 2. Again, copy the previous EQ with a high cut at 8K, and then add a Valhalla vintage Verb with the settings displayed. Make sure this option is set to dirty plate. Let's listen to it.
Oh, it's so sad too.
Now play both reverbs together. Bus 3. This will be our short reverb. Load an instance of Valhalla plate with the settings displayed. Make sure the mode is set to radium and the decay to 0.8.
Think about the good times.
Now we're done with the reverbs. Bus 4. Now load an instance of D16 repeater. If you don't own it, here are the replicated settings on Waves H delay. It adds a kind of super short tape delay that adds dimension to the vocals. In the template, the alternative plugins are turned off, so you can detect them easily.
Oh, it's so sad too.
Bus 5. This will be your throw delay. Set the delay time to half note and add a little bit of feedback, set to 100% wet, and choose the space echo style. For a pleasant throw delay, add a Valhalla vintage Verb with the settings displayed. It pushes back the delay and adds dimension. You can use any other hall reverbs.
You know it used to be mad love.
Bus 6. Add an instance of Soundtoys EchoBoy Jr. This will be our quarter note delay. Set it to 100% wet, echo time to quarter note with a little feedback. Make sure it's been set to studio tape.
Now we got problems, and I don't think we can solve.
Bus 7. Add another EchoBoy Jr. with the displayed settings. Set the echo time to 8th note. Kevin Davis didn't use this in the song, though. We only need 2 other buses to widen the vocals. Bus 8. Load an instance of Valhalla Space Modulator with the displayed settings. This will be our chorus effect. Again, to avoid any issues with high frequencies, add an EQ with a high cut set to 8K. This will prevent any phase issues and artifacts in the vocal's high frequencies. Then, add an S1 imager to make it even wider.
Now we got problems.
Bus 9. Load another EchoBoy with the displayed settings. Set the time manually to 17 ms with 0 feedback. Turn off the sync and set the style to digital chorus.
Now we got problems, and I don't think we can solve.